Thoroughbred Week with John Henderson is presented by Adena Springs, BC2A Paste, Bevins Motor Company, Bloodstock Research, Breeders' Cup, Claiborne Farm, GLC 5500, Gainesway, Horse Sense, Keeneland, Kinetic, Lanes Inn, Malone's, OCD Pellets, Old Colony Insurance Services, Pin Oak Stud, Quillen Leather and Tack, and Thoroughbred Times.
Hello everyone and welcome to Thoroughbred Week, featuring a graded stakes triple for trainer John Sadler at Hollywood Park and a grade 1 stakes victory by a rising turf star for Shug McGahee at Belmont Park. We begin with the grade 3 Hollywood Juvenile Championship. Undefeated Amrish, the 2-5 favorite. Vic Stauffer picks up the call.
Top of the stretch, Amrish, and a pesky strong wind. Amrish is going to earn this victory if he gets it. He's only half ahead in front of Strong Wind. Sharer Magic is closer. He's closing in, and Strong Wind has taken over the lead. Amrish is struggling at the rail. Strong Wind is in front. Sharer Magic comes after him now. Then comes Carson's Crown. I don't think Amrish is going to hit the board. He's not, and Sharer Magic has the lead. Sharer Magic, Carson's Crown, just call me out. It is Sharer Magic in front.
Runners trained by John Sadler finish 1-2 with Shearer Magic, the winner by 2.5 lengths over Carson's Crown. Joe Talamo aboard in 1:11.3. Sadler creams Shearer Magic for $50,000 out of a 7.25 length first out maiden victory over the track in June. The Iowa-bred gelding is by Donnerell Court. Shearer Magic has earned $107,000. This was his first start in the colors of Gary and Cecil Barber. To Parks Racing for the Grade 3 Greenwood Cup. Redeem the 1-10 favorite. Keith Jones picks up the call.
5 furlongs left to go in the Greenwood Cup, and Redeemed is just bounding along by a length. Not Abroad continues to sit a close second. It's about 3 lengths back to Hello Lover, who has been edged off the rail in the 3rd position. Eversoul has picked up some ground as has Win Willie. Win Willie is now up within 5 lengths of Redeemed, and Double the Style has been 6th throughout. They move to the far turn, and they have 3 furlongs to run in the Greenwood Cup, and Redeemed continues to cruise along up front. Not Abroad is trying to quicken on the outside of Redeemed. Hello Lover also trying to lengthen his stride when Willie has come to the outside. Not Abroad posing a threat for Redeemed as they approach the top of the stretch. Redeemed turns for home in front by only 3 parts of a length. Not Abroad on the outside second, but now Redeemed lets it out a notch. Ramon Dominguez takes a peek back, and Redeemed is in front, but now coming under the whip. Not Abroad on the outside is still right there. 16th to go. Redeemed holding on to the lead. Not Abroad is gaining late. It's Redeemed and Not Abroad. It will be Redeemed.
Odds on favorite Redeemed holds off 11-1 Not Abroad by half a length. Ramon Dominguez, the winning jockey, in track record time of 2:28 flat. The 3rd consecutive stakes victory for Redeemed, who earns an automatic berth in the Breeders' Cup Marathon as part of the Breeders' Cup Win and You're In Challenge Series. The Virginia-bred 4-year-old colt by Include is trained by Rick Dutrow. A $50,000 yearling, Redeemed has earned $832,000 for JMS Stable. Redeemed paid $220 to win and is the Malone's favorite of the week, presented by Malone's, Lexington's favorite steakhouse. Back to Hollywood Park for the Grade 2 A Gleam Handicap. Switch, the 2-1 favorite. Once again, here's Vic Stauffer.
3 furlongs left to run. Izzy Rules with full challenges. Teddy's Promise through from the inside. American Lady and a 4-wide Sugar in the Morning. And just like the American Oaks, there are 4 horses across the track with a 1/4 mile to run. Switch and Glamourista draw within 3 of the lead. Mildly Offensive has dropped out. It is wide open top of the stretch. American Lady, Teddy's Promise, Izzy Rules between horses. Sugar in the Morning, Glamourista, and Switch. Any one of 6 can win, and here comes Switch in the center of the track. It is Switch challenging Sugar in the Morning, and now it's down to these 2, and Switch has taken command, and Switch is going to win, and she's in the Breeders' Cup.
Switch earns an automatic bid to the Breeders' Cup Filly and Mare Sprint, rallying from last to defeat Sugar in the Morning by a length and 3/4. Garrett Gomez aboard the Keeneland South Graduate in 1:24.1. Second in the last 2 runnings of the Filly and Mare Sprint, Switch gets her first victory since she captured the Grade 1 Santa Monica Handicap nearly a year and a half ago. The 5-year-old mare by Quiet American was bred in Kentucky by Calumet Farm and was a $150,000 Keeneland September yearling. The second graded stakes winner on the card for John Sadler. Switch has banked $1,362,000 for CRK Stable. More racing coming up, but first here's the upcoming schedule in the Breeders' Cup Win and You're In Challenge Series. Welcome back to Thoroughbred Week with 3 turf stakes from Arlington Million Preview Day in this segment. We begin with fillies and mares in the Grade 3 Modesty Handicap. Upper line, the 2-1 favorite. John Dooley has the call.
They head to the half-mile pole. Roma Kaka, she's all in. And these two vying for the lead as they go to the far side of the course. And Upper Line is right there tight at the rail. And Upper Line is right at the heels of the pace. As they enter the far turn, Snowtop Mountain and Pathway. A compact Modesty field with under 3 to go, and Roma Kaka the first to commit for home. Then Busy Caroline being asked to pick up. Smart Sting comes on the far outside. It's Roma Kaka with a quarter to go. Snowtop Mountain, she's all in, has dropped back. Upper Line has been switched out. Busy Caroline on the green. Smart Sting on the far outside and Pathway last. Down to the final furlong. Snowtop Mountain and Roma Kaka, and these two full bore for the final 16th. Upper Line and Smart Sting. It's Roma Kaka and Snowtop Mountain. Roma Kaka got it.
Roma Kaka fights back to defeat Snowtop Mountain by a neck. The third of 4 winners on the card for Arlington's leading jockey, Cisco Torres. Time of the race, 1:56.3. Making her first start for trainer Danny Miller, the 8-time stakes winner improves her record to 5 wins in 7 starts over the Arlington Park Turf Course. The 6-year-old mare by Running Stag was bred in Florida by Cashel Stud. Roma Kaka has earned $799,000 for Frank Calabrese. Next, the Grade 3 Stars and Stripes Stakes. Woodbine shipper Musketeer, the 2-1 favorite. Once again, here's John Dooley.
As they go back to where they began in the Stars and Stripes. And now, I Owe You Big Time up to engage, working for hops. And I Owe You Big Time leads with 3 furlongs to go. Free Fighter still right there, that defending champion. Working for hops has dropped back now third, 3 furlongs out. Mystic being asked to pick up through the turn. 3 more lengths back to join him in a drive. 3 more to Sun Tracer. Then comes Final Count, who's losing ground. On the outside, Eagle Poise. Musketeer leads only Harris Creek, and they turn for home with I Owe You Big Time in front. 3 in front of Free Fighter. On the outside is Join 'em, and farther out Sun Tracer now with his challenge. Working for hops is given way. Musketeer trying to thread through traffic. They're deep in the final furlong. I Owe You Big Time with 3 lengths to hold. Charging is Sun Tracer. Musketeer toward the rail. I Owe You Big Time, the 41-1 winner of the Stars and Stripes.
Long shot, I Owe You Big Time, holds off the favorite Musketeer by a length and a half. Jeffrey Sanchez, the winning jockey, in 2:28.2. Runner-up in the Grade 2 Fayette Stakes on Polytrack last fall, I Owe You Big Time takes to the turf to get his first stakes victory. The 5-year-old horse by Dynaformer was bred in Illinois by his owner, Team Block. Trained by Chris Block, I Owe You Big Time has earned $245,000. Next, the Grade 3 Arlington Handicap. Boisterous, the 9-5 favorite. Again, here's John Dooley.
The 2010 champion, Rahi Strata, leads by 3/4 of a length. Nikki Sandcastle still close in tow. Cherokee Lord held up. Mr. Mardi Gras, Proceed B now quickening into this pace, but being asked to go, Proceed B 3 wide, 3 furlongs from home. Rahi Strata still leads. Maverick King has picked his way through the field. Sky Blazer in tight quarters there. In the meantime, Boisterous in the cherry red cap, black colors pulled wide by Alan Garcia, and Vertiformer is last into the stretch. 3/4 in 1:13 flat. Rahi Strata with a furlong to go. Rahi Strata has gone 3 clear from Cherokee Lord Nicky Sandcastle. Boisterous is charged now, and Boisterous is coming to tackle Rahi Strata. Close to the finish. Rahi Strata, Boisterous with one last thrust, but it's Rahi Strata holding on.
Front-running Rahi Strata holds off the favorite Boisterous by a neck. Joel Rosario up in 2:01.4, a 106 brisk speed rating. A graded stakes winner for 4 consecutive years, including the 2010 Arlington Handicap. The veteran runner was coming off a 3rd-place finish in the Colonial Turf Cup. The 8-year-old gelding by Rahi was bred in Kentucky by Jamie S. Carrion. Trained by Scooter Hughes, Rahi Strada has banked $1,115,000 for Robert E. Courtney Jr. The Lanes End Stallion of the week is top sire Lemon Drop Kid, who is siring 12% stakes winners from starters. Sire of 13 stakes horses this year, Lemon Drop Kid is represented by Grade 2 winner Wilkinson and Grade 1 winner Richards Kid, who recently was second in the Grade 1 Hollywood Gold Cup. Welcome back to Thoroughbred Week with the Grade 1 American Oaks coming up in this segment. 3-year-old stakes action is presented by BC2A Paste. Reduce the likelihood of tying up with BC2A Paste. We begin with sprinters at Monmouth Park and the Grade 3 Jersey Shore Stakes. Isn't he clever? The even money favorite, Larry Comas, picks up the call.
Rastone is still a length and a half in front as they round the far turn. Scaramagna second. Cape Cod Canal runs along in third. Farther out comes Wildcat Creek. Isn't he clever? Bottled up behind a wall of horses, but saving all the ground. 2 lengths off the lead. Where's he gonna go? They're into the stretch. Cape Cod Canal is taking the lead. Isn't he clever? Still right behind horses on the far outside. Well Spelled comes on. Isn't he clever now? Dives to the rail. Cape Cod Canal is the leader coming to the final 16th. Well Spelled on the outside, runs by him. Scaramagna is third. It is Well Spelled in the Jersey Shore.
Well Spelled, the last to first winner by a length and a half over Cape Cod Canal. Pablo Fregoso aboard in 111 flat. The first stakes victory for Well Spelled, who finished last in his only previous stakes appearance, the Tom Ridge Stakes at Presque Isle Downs in May. The colt by Spellbinder was bred in Kentucky by Joanne Mummert and was a $50,000 2-year-old. Trained by Ben Perkins Jr., Well Spelled has earned nearly $162,000 for GSP Racing Stable. To Arlington Park for turf 3-year-olds in the Grade 3 American Derby. Daddy Knows Best, the 8-5 favorite. Once again, here's John Dooley.
All Stormy in front at the 4 1/2. Skyring tracking All Stormy as they head to the half-mile pole. Cosetti is right there tucked in toward the rail. Daddy Knows Best is a close third and off of what pace there is as they go to the far side of the Arlington course. Macho Bull together with Southern Parkway. They both have 5 lengths to come. Then Quick Wit and the Pizza Man. 3/4 for All Stormy, 1 minute 15 and 3/5 seconds, midpoint on the turn. All Stormy has made every yard so far, and now they're coming toward the quarter pole. Skyring challenging All Stormy. Daddy Knows Best looms on the outside. Cosetti is right there close too. Southern Parkway, the Pizza Man on the far outside. They're in the final furlong and a half. All Stormy in front, Skyring. Cosetti's in a box. Cosetti trying to come through at the rail. That narrow opening there for Cosetti. Daddy Knows Best, 1 pace on the outside. Racing up toward the wire. A dramatic ending to the American Derby. Cosetti.
Cosetti slips through along the rail to defeat pace setter All Stormy by a neck. Sean Bridgman, the winning jockey, in 157-2. Only the second victory for Cosetti, who followed his 7th place finish in the Preakness Stakes with a runner-up effort to stablemate Silver Max in the Oliver Stakes at Indiana Downs. The Kentucky-bred colt by Cozine is trained by Del Romans. Cosetti has earned nearly $280,000 for Alball Family Stable. The colt was consigned by Brookdale Sales to the 2009 Keeneland November sale, where he was purchased as a weanling by Twilight Stables for $47,000. 10 months later, the future graded stakes winner was consigned by Summerfield, Francis and Barbara Van Langendock agent, to the 2010 Keeneland September yearling sale, and he was purchased by Kempton Bloodstock for $150,000. Grade 3 American Derby winner Cosetti, the Keeneland Sales graduate of the week. 3-year-old fillies in the Grade 2 Delaware Oaks. Grace Hall, the 2-5 favorite. John Curran picks up the call.
They make their way past the half-mile marker, half in 47-2, solid tempo. Amy's Denny is right there in second. Length further back to Albie K. Grace Hall's edging a bit closer now in fourth. Ask for More and gaining on the top 3 now. Then a gap of 2.5 to Via Villaggio, the trailer with 3/8 to go. Wicked Miss, Amy's Denny. Here comes Grace Hall making a 4-wide move. Albie K is right there, 4 across the track. Via Villaggio continues the trail with a 1/4 to go. It's still wide open. Grace Hall on the outside, now being set down down by Castellano, and she responds. Grace Hall powers to the front by 2. Amy's Denny, RBK, a late run from Via Villaggio, but it's not going to be near enough. Grace Hall, she's drawing away. She's showing her class here. Grace Hall's going to romp in the Delaware Oaks. Via Villaggio closing well for second, followed by Amy's Denny and RBK in a show photo.
Odds-on favorite Grace Hall, the winner by 3 3/4 lengths over Via Villaggio, with Amy's Dini taking the photo for show. A sweep by Keeneland Sales graduates. Javier Castellano up in 1:42 2. Winner of the Grade 1 Spinaway Stakes at 2 and second in the Breeders' Cup Juvenile Fillies, Grace Hall rolled to a 6.5 length victory in the Grade 2 Gulfstream Park Oaks in March. The Tony Dutrow trainee making her first start since her third place finish in the Kentucky Oaks. The filly by Empire Maker was bred in Kentucky by Darley and was a $95,000 Keeneland September yearling. Grace Hall has banked $1,140,000 from Michael Dubb, Bethlehem Stables, and the Elkstone Group. To Hollywood Park for the Grade 1 American Oaks. Lady of Shamrock, the 3-2 favorite. Once again, here's Vic Stauffer.
Into the backstretch in the 11th American Oaks, and Nyara is doing it simply. It is Nyara, the leader, a length and a quarter from Miss Cato. Got to be an early run from the back of the pack, and it's Rajiv Mirage and Colonial Flag to inch closer. Colonial Flag is now within a length and a half of the lead, and she's tugging. My Gigi joins Best Present Ever. They're only 2.5 off the lead. Lady of Shamrock going to have to close into easy fractions. She's third last now, green and white at the rail, and 3.5 or 4 from the front. Stormy Lucy just outside of Lady of Shamrock. The trailer is left a message. There's 3 furlongs left to race. Nyara, Miss Cato, and a 3-wide Colonial Flag. Nyara has left the rail open, though, for Best Present Ever, and 4 horses are across the track at the quarter-mile marker. Lady of Shamrock is up into 5th now, stays at the rail, gonna have to try to get through 2 from the front, and long shot, Best Present Ever is the leader. Lady of Shamrock gonna try to come through from the inside, and she's on a roll. Best Present Ever trying to hold off Lady of Shamrock and Mike Smith, and Lady of Shamrock storms to the lead. Now suddenly 2 in front. My Gigi second, Lady of Shamrock.
Favorite Lady of Shamrock by Ashford Stud Stallion Scat Daddy rallies from last to defeat My Gigi by a length and a quarter. Mike Smith aboard the Keeneland Sales graduate in 2:03 flat. A 3-time stakes winner during the Santa Anita meeting, Lady of Shamrock was beaten a nose by My Gigi in the recent Grade 2 Honeymoon Handicap. The winner was bred in Kentucky by Grovendale Sales. The third graded stakes winner on the card for trainer John Sadler. The filly was acquired privately by Horonis Racing following a sharp maiden victory over the Churchill Downs course last fall. Lady of Shamrock has earned $465,000. Coming up, a Grade 1 victory by a rising turf star. You're watching Thoroughbred Week, and it's time for the feature race of the week presented by Keeneland, investing in racing's future since 1936. It's the Grade 1 Men of War Stakes from Belmont Park. European turf star Treasure Beach, the 9-10 favorite. Here's the call by Tom Durkin.
So they're midway down the backstretch run. Center divider in front. Right in his hip pocket now is Point of Entry. Hudson Steel out there third. Tahoe Lake's had a beautiful trip so far, riding the hedge as they move for the far turn. And then it's Newsdad and Treasure Beach still unhurried here. Jamie Spencer riding high as they move into the far turn. And there's a half mile to go. And now Center Divider starting to roll now. Center Divider out there now by a length and a half. Point of Entry is full out second. Tahoe Lake down inside races third. Hudson Steel is fourth. And then it's Newsdad. Right alongside him is Treasure Beach, who's now about 4.5 from the lead. And he swings into action on the far outside. And now the field turns for home. Center Divider bracing for the challenge here. Point of Entry is right alongside. Tahoe Lake is in behind them. And then on the far outside, it is Treasure Beach trying to do his best. He's a long way away from the leaders now. And the leader is Point of Entry. Point of Entry in front. Center Divider runs in second. And then Tahoe Lake on the outside as they come down to the finish. Point of Entry scores to win the Man of War by 4 lengths.
5-2 second choice Point of Entry draws off to defeat long shot Center Divider officially by 3.5 lengths. Jose Lescano subbing for the injured John Velasquez. Time of the race 2:13 and 4. 3 consecutive victories for Point of Entry. The Shug McGahee trainee began the streak with a course record allowance win at Keeneland, followed by a sharp score in the Grade 2 Elkhorn Stakes. The 4-year-old colt by Dynaformer was bred in Kentucky by his owner Phipps Stable and is a half-brother to multiple Grade 1 winner Pine Island. Point of entry has earned $574,000. Jose Lascano with the Safe Ride of the Week, presented by Sally Horse Fans, the safest way to the winner's circle. We'll have the Grade 1 Coaching Club American Oaks from Saratoga, the Grade 1 Eddie Reed Stakes from Del Mar, the Grade 2 Delaware Handicap, and much more next week here on Thoroughbred Week.
Thoroughbred Week with John Henderson has been presented by Adena Springs, BC2A Paste, Bevins Motor Company, Bloodstock Research, Breeders' Cup, Claiborne Farm, GLC 5500, Gainesway, Horse Sense, Keeneland, Kinetic, Lanes Inn, Malone's, OCD Pellets, Old Colony Insurance Services, Pin Oak Stud, Quillen Leather and Tack, and Thoroughbred Times. Produced by John Henderson in association with Scott Ryan.